Johnny, Natalie, Nolan. What is up, you guys? Oh my gosh, happy Friday. I'm awake, thanks, Cameron. Guys, it's just because I have a lot of coffee. If you want to know what my secret, I just have a lot of coffee. That's what gets me going, guys. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. We're probably on quarantine day 1 million. I don't know about you guys, but I haven't gone out like at all. So I really have.
Hi! Oh, thank you.
Who's that? Hi. Keller, can you see me? You're a tiny bit choppy. Am I choppy? I'm a tiny choppy.
Yes.
You're choppy. Are you choppy? We're all choppy?
It doesn't look like it.
Yours a tiny bit choppy. And look at your gorgeous.
Do you want me to hang up?
Nope, your gorgeous lipstick. I see. Cameron says that lipstick. And Jay Holiday's best says, we look fabulous. Thanks, guys. You guys are so sweet. Thank you, guys. Everyone, it was Terrence's birthday. Remember? Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Someone says, I'm really choppy. Am I really choppy? Let's see if I'm getting any better. Am I getting any better? Am I choppy?
You're still choppy.
Okay, tell me when I'm not choppy. Maybe I got to go outside. Am I choppy?
Still choppy.
Guys, I'm at the beach. That's why.
Beautiful.
It's so nice. Am I choppy? Can you guys see me?
Yeah.
Still choppy?
No, you're good now.
I'm good?
Yes.
Look at that. Junky Wi-Fi. Get off of it and life is better.
Yes.
Everybody. You can see me? No choppy?
Isn't it?
No choppy? Okay, yours is good too. Am I choppy, guys? Everyone, tell us. Are we still choppy or are we better? Andrea says, happy birthday, beautiful.
Thank you.
I know. Isn't she so beautiful? Oh, my gosh. Your pictures on your beautiful birthday. Mark Gray says, Dina, you are choppy AF, which we know what that means. But I'm not going to say it. Can you guys see me now or no? What's that?
Your bangs grew a lot.
They did, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks. Hey, funny Jack today. Let's see if you can see me now if I lock it in. Let me see. Now maybe it won't be as choppy if I stop holding it. Because sometimes if you don't hold it. Yeah, they're growing, guys. They're doing it. Right?
Yeah.
Who knew, though? You know how everyone's always like, oh, am I choppy again?
No, it was, something right there is in the way.
There we go.
Yep.
People are always like, oh, it's so hard. Just part them, guys. It's so easy. Just part them. Who knew? But I always wouldn't grow them out either. But now I could just get them back if I want them. Just cut them. But no, with the mask, I can't too much. It's like mask and then bangs.
And your glasses? No.
And my glasses, it's a mess. Oh my gosh, I'm putting my kids' toys to hold my phone from moving. The beach is pretty. Let me show you again. It's so warm and beautiful. And
it's like heaven waking up to that.
Oh my gosh, it is. I can't wait for us to have girls' night. Once this quarantine's coming over, you're coming. I won't make you sleep in the bunk beds, I promise.
It broke. Okay.
It broke up?
I don't care where I sleep. I can sleep on the floor.
I'll sleep on the floor. I can do it. Can you see me now? Are we good?
Yes.
Great. Oh my God, I love you guys.
And everything.
Ooh. Thanks. It's the kitchen lighting, guys. Who knew? My kids are watching Power Rangers. You know how that goes, though. They might come up asking questions. I love you guys. We miss you. Happy Friday. I hope everyone's doing good. Businesses. Are you guys working? I'm seeing a lot of you working, which is great. That's great. We have been very blessed. I might have to jump off early, you guys, and I promise we'll do another night one with just me and Taryn at night. Got to jump on a call for something. I tried to move it, but we'll see. But yeah, it's going well. Everybody's really working really hard on sets to try to keep them. I think that's the trick, is just trying to keep the sets safe. My husband just shot on set this week, and so he's going to give me the full scoop on how hard it is. But it's the hardest part, because you're touching gear and you're touching things, and I think that's the trickiest. Just lots of Perel and masks, but no audition for months. Gray, really, Mark Gray? We should talk. Shouldn't Mark have auditioned right now for the one I'm thinking about? Mark Gray, I have an audition for you for, what is it? United Healthcare. Just hit me up to get off. You're perfect for it. No, you can self-tape and I'll get you on. Hi, Martin Chan. Oh, I love you guys. I love you guys.
What the?
You guys should also make sure you're always checking in on our LA casting. And if you see yourself or something and, we're not getting it, just hit us up and let us know, because, sometimes we're moving a zillion miles a minute, and we said this a million times, but on, like, for example, Union, Wells Fargo, granted a lot of roles, but we had like 20,000 submissions. So it's easy to get lost in the shuffle, but especially someone like Martin Chan and Mark Gray, I mean, hit us up and we will do our best. We know you guys and we see you on here, and we mean to. It's just sometimes we're moving so fast. Also, like, if you're somebody that used to get into our office and doesn't, and you're like, what's going on? Hit us up. We always want you to feel included. It's really hard out there, and never any hard feelings. So let us know, and we'll do our best. But all of our, what I just say, United Health. We're looking for men, and if you have a wife that are like 60 and above, hit us up after. We're still casting that. It's in Utah, so you got to be willing to travel, but it's SAG, and they'll do it safely. They'll do it through the car if you want, if you're feeling safer there, or whatever you prefer. What else do we have right now that would fit people's specs? Madden, a lot of you auditioned for Madden. Our Madden just was a VO. Make sure, I just got hit up by somebody earlier. Voiceover guys, make sure that you guys have ISDN or Source Connect. And if you don't know what that is, you've got to look right after this, because we keep getting a lot of voiceover, and it's not going to go away. This next year, I think, is going to be heavy voiceover. So really get that hooked up. Get that going. If you don't know what it is, Google it after this. Call a studio. Say, hey, how do you do it? Set it up. Get some help on setting that stuff up, because that's going to be big. Don't you think, T?
Yeah, for sure. I think that that's like the most important thing to have behind your lighting and everything.
I heard wait a second. Martin Chan just said that they're going to miss our Instagram lives with us, but we don't go anywhere, Martin. We've been doing these Instagram lives before COVID. We've been doing it. We're not going anywhere. Look at, I'm sitting low, so don't anyone think I've shrunk. Just so I can see you guys. But we've been doing it since when? Who's been tuning in? Matt Cannon. When was our first? I bet Matt will know the date. He's so good.
Man.
But we're not there. We might have to, like today, I have to jump on a call. We might have. My computer. Taryn, take it away. Say something funny.
What?
Who wants to hear a funny joke?
Everybody.
Anyone got a funny joke? Now you're going to see behind the scenes, guys. You're going to see what's going on here. I'm going to fill you in. Look at this. It's crazy. It's crazy times. It's crazy times, guys. It's crazy times. But yeah, so we're not going anywhere. We are here for you always, even when it gets really crazy busy.
Somebody said March was the first live. Was it?
No, it was before March. It had to be January. Because the quarantine hit in March, and we had already been on week 8 by then, I think, or something, right, T?
Yeah, because we were doing it in the office with the actors and everything.
Yeah, exactly. Remember, the actors were coming in. It was we had April and we had Tion, which that's what we're gonna do again, you guys. That's what we're so looking forward to, is when we get back in action. that's the thing. I think like we miss that. We miss being able to remember you guys were like chiming in and that was so much fun. I loved that.
Yes, for sure.
Um, so hit us with questions. I see a couple. Ready?
Yes.
Let's see. Are they still COVID testing everyone before set? Daniel is asking. No. Like
no.
Some people are and some people aren't. It's not a requirement. It's not a requirement by SAG or DGA or Writers Guild, none of that stuff. So everyone is masked. Everyone is wearing, using Purell. Everyone's eating separates. But it's not a requirement. So some sets are. I mean, I would say 50-50 for us, especially if you're like together. I've noticed people are doing that. So if you're going to be mixing with other families, they're still doing COVID testing. Yeah, but if it's just you on a set, they're not doing it, right, T?
Right. Yeah, that makes sense to do for the families, for sure.
Right.
Like if you're mixing, but yeah, I think just for yourself, maybe just continue to check your temperature and do all the things that you should before going on set. Definitely wearing your mask. That's a requirement on set. Yeah.
And just be as as whatever you guys can do, just be as honest as possible. I know it's like so hard. And I know you guys are, but I'm just saying it out loud because it's like, I know it's so hard with work, even for us, just so everybody knows, we'll Zoom. So if you're feeling like a symptom, at a callback or something, but you feel like my nose is stuffy and I've never had allergies, don't come. We'll Zoom you. It's not a deal breaker. Of course you can't book the job, if you book the job. I know some people, it's like, oh, well, I booked it. I don't want to let anyone down. You're not. So don't think that you're doing that. I know it's easy, though. It's easy to say. I'm multitasking, guys. I'm multitasking. I'm writing a producer back. Hi, everything okay?
Why does my screen keep going dark? It's weird.
So can you give me a call? You guys want to hear him? Hi, Doug. Everything's okay? No, just kidding. But yeah, so that just know that if you're going out there on a set, that there's a big chance that we can't promise you the COVID testing. I think that's the biggest thing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a big one. Someone says, "Hey, read that one."
Hi, ladies. Do you have a standard microphone recommendations that won't break the bank? There's a couple that we found on Amazon, right? That you guys were saying, you gentlemen.
We found a couple there. And who's here who does a lot of voiceover? Let's ask you guys out there. There are ones. The one that I found wasn't expensive that I used to use. So don't feel like you have to have a really expensive one. Did you read it? Multitasking, guys. Source Connect. And what's the other one? Source Connect and ISDN. It's an ability to record from your home, tap into all these guys. Yeah, I think that you got to get it because it's the new thing. Every single job wants that. And I'm telling you, we've done more voiceover, and I'm not even exaggerating. We've done more voiceover than we've ever done in our career during this COVID time. So be ready.
People are recommending. Then somebody put a couple recommendations for microphones in the.
Oh, great! And thank you guys. Woohoo! I love this. I love how it's like a community where we can all help each other. But yeah, you don't have to get like the fanciest stuff. I think as long as it sounds good, get a pop screen. You guys know what a pop screen is? It's the little screen that gets in front of it. So that you don't hear for your P's really like all your, sounds. It kind of gets rid of all that. And you want it to sound as professional as possible. My advice when you do voiceover, nice quick slate. So let's say the copy is, we'll do a quick copy. You guys have seen this and do this before. Put on our acting hats, Taryn. Okay.
Yours is so good. You're like a professional voiceover.
Nah. She just like
Yes,
me
you are.
feel good. I love you.
Watch how good this is, guys.
Oh my God, you're so cute. I was gonna do a pad one, like tampons, but I don't want to do that one. Okay. This one right here, you guys. And if you want to make a reel, it's very easy. It just should be 1 minute, 3 different pieces. Every single newspaper has all these ads that read like a voiceover. For example, this is for extra gum. A refreshing new gum, give extra, get extra. That's the idea, right? So if I was going to record this, I would say, Dina Bouillon, a refreshing new gum, give extra, get extra.
Higher.
Boom. But do it a couple different takes. I think 2-3 takes if it's that short. But don't say, "Hi, my name is Dina Bouillon. I'm represented by Abrams Artist. My phone number is 310." Don't do all that because you're going to automatically not be listened to. Just your name and boom. And if you, let's say you're doing something they want, like a high pitch, I'm just playing. Maybe your sound is a little bit higher, like you're playing a little, I don't know, animation thing, then you can slate like that. "Hi, what's up? My name is Dina," and then keep whatever that sound is. If it's moody, like, "Hey, Dina Bouillon, a refreshing new gum," whatever it is, kind of go with that. Make sure your slate matches your sound, so otherwise you sound kind of crazy.
What do you always tell them to do? Something like this with the microphone?
Yeah, about this amount is great. So your mouth to the screen should be about this amount, and that helps it not pop as much. So yeah, just kind of line it up there. Make sure you it's all about kind of setting up the mic too. You want it right in front of your face, so you level it right up, so it's like right where your lips are is where the mic should be. Otherwise, it kind of sounds like a little bit like you're in a well or you're underground. So play around too and ask people for sure. Their feedback. Someone says, "Any advice for new actors to LA and looking for auditions?" You should get on LA Casting. Talk them through that.
Definitely get on LA Casting and submit. And also, like we're on here on live, you should build relationships with, casting directors and just, put yourself out there. And also, I know it's kind of hard right now. I don't know if people are doing the, how they do, UCLA, what am I trying to say? The short films.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of that is good. I'm not sure how they're doing that now, though. But that also will really help you out.
Yeah, you've got to get on, I think, as much as possible to anything. Like T said, UCLA, Art Center, USC. Those are 3 top schools right in California, right here in Southern California, that are amazing. They have the best directors. My husband's from Art Center, so that's the best school. But yeah, these guys are always looking for fresh talent. One friend, we're still really good friends with, Greg Benson. I think he did one of my husband's first jobs when my husband was 20, and now he's 40. So 20 years ago, he met him by doing like a random thing. So I think, I think just get in, like T said, get in as much as you can. You really want to be in that stuff, even if it's free and you're like, "Oh God, I'm not going to get paid." It's like a free class for you guys just to be on set and be in the environment. Of course, make sure everybody's being COVID safe right now, but I'm sure there are people still shooting. I know like Dan Adelson was doing a short film. A lot of people still doing it. So yeah, get out there, do as much as you can.
Someone said student film. Excuse me, student film, not short film. My bad.
Student film. Well, sometimes they do shorts too, though. So look at short films too. I mean, especially if they're like, SAG. I mean, you can also like non-union can audition for that as well. Then they're going to be following like guidelines for sure. But yeah, short films, student films, anything like that. I think just like T said, get out and do as much. Use this social media platform. I think that's great. Follow as many casting directors. I know there's not as many that are still doing it, but there are some, I think. Follow agents, get on to I think DVO does a ton of live stuff. I've seen them just live a lot. Who else does some lives? There's guys, maybe help each other out here. Who else does lives? But there's a lot of people still doing lives. So if you see any agents, jump on with that. That's a great way if you're new to just start to question them and get on these sessions, because it's a great way to reach out where normally people don't have time or schedules are just nuts. But now with the quarantine, people are working from home. We have more time. A lot of people are doing a lot of like, now they're trying to get in the community. So yeah, I think get on all those things.
Yeah, for sure.
What's happening here? Hi, thanks for continuing to do these. No. Isn't that crazy, you guys?
Yeah.
That's why what's that too? Say it.
Oh no, I was gonna say I think majority of them have not been that. They've been solo.
Yeah, now people are ready to mix. So I think even with the numbers rising in LA, we're still seeing that. So I think, keep quarantining yourself if you haven't. Stay in as much as you can so that when you do book that job, you can feel really good going in knowing that you've done your part. I think that's my best advice. If you're not comfortable shooting with other people, you got to say that right up front, because not all of them are that, but a majority of them are. Right. So they're mixing families now. They're not even doing 6 feet apart. So you got to get on set, wear your mask. Once they start to say action, your mask comes off. You're sitting at a table with other people and you're acting. So be ready for that. My advice to the acting community is stay inside. Don't go to one barbecue and just be ready. Because it's, if you want to work.
Off your lights now, guys. If you're having barbecues, they're going to shut your lights off.
That's what they said?
Yes. All electricity.
Wait, what? Tell me this. What?
Yeah. If you have too many people at your house, they will cut the lights off. They will cut your power off.
Oh my God. Yes, that's the way to do it.
Yeah. So
guys, I'm the mask police. For those that don't know, I'm the most annoying person out there when it comes to COVID. I am mask, Purell. I stay 20 feet from everyone, including Taryn. Me and Taryn, we're crazy. We're really like, we, as you know, in the beginning, we were not like COVID schmovid. And now we know that we were wrong. We're wrong and we say we're wrong, like they say in Dirty Dancing. But yes, that's crazy. There you go. So no barbecues, y'all. Stay out.
Yeah. And we're about to be back on curfew at 9 o'clock, guys.
Really? Because of COVID?
Yes.
Ooh. No way, really?
Yes.
Wow. You look really hot. Your hair, your lips. I'm just saying it.
Yeah.
Putting it out there, guys. Even though she's not going to a barbecue, she's still doing herself up.
I have to do something to make myself feel normal.
Oh my God, you're so great. You even did, like, on your birthday, she dressed up, guys, and did a photo shoot. She looks so beautiful. I like it, T. Nothing's getting you down.
Nope.
That's the way to do it. Don't be sad.
I walked right back to the house like, now what? Now what?
Now what? How can I join your roster? Ramon, you just joined the roster. We don't really have a roster. Just be in the family. That's how we know you more. Jobs come in. We know, like, this is a great way to communicate with us, especially now that, because usually we have an open door policy. You can come in. If we're casting, you can come in and introduce yourself to us or, whatever. But now with COVID, we don't do that. We only see X amount of people a day because we want to stay really safe. Like, we have a callback next week and we're seeing one every 20 minutes. And so exciting. It's for great call and it's one every 20 minutes and it's for 2 days, T. Isn't that great?
Yes.
It's a good, nice callback. I'm like, it's great. It's 2 days. We don't feel scared. So, but yeah, we don't have like a roster. We have a lot of people in our brain that we're like, like right now, Mark Gray's on here. I know Mark really well. I'm like, hit me up after this so I can get you in on this other job. So, just watch out for our jobs. Every job is unique and different. And again, we deal with thousands and thousands and thousands. I'm talking probably 50,000 people. So you got to just stay in our know. Like, just, we've been on jobs where like, why didn't Jaislee Fuentes? What's that? What'd you say?
You're breaking up.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes, but now you're pixelated.
Let me see if I come in. I'm going to come in. I'm going to do a dance. Trick it. No? Pixelated?
Yeah, that's better.
Better. Jaislee Fuentes, like she's somebody we just booked on. What did we book her on?
What job was that?
I can't remember the name of the job, but we just did it. And we were like, why didn't she submit on it? And we'll hit her up. So if we see the session and then we're like, you're in our brains. And so again, we don't have a roster, but find ways to stick out with all casting companies, you know, like being on here, asking questions, being present, being a part of your community. Am I still pixelated?
No, my screen keeps going black. I don't know what's happening.
I don't know. We're a mess today, guys. We are a mess, but we're not leaving. That's the key here, guys. Even when we have a million jobs and we're so distracted, we're like, what's the next question? So we love you. Hi, Jenna. Jenna said, hello. Jenna, are we pixelated? Tell us. Okay, here goes the next one. If casting puts you on a first avail and confirmed it, is there a reason that they can go with the second avail for any particular reason? Well, when we do avails, we don't tell you what you are. I don't say first, second, or third because I don't want that to ruin your vibe. I don't want you to be like, man, I was second choice if you get booked. I always feel that that's a stinky feeling, so I don't ever tell you. But just know if you're a first, second, or third, you're really a first. Just know that. It's just there's a lot of boxes to check. There's a lot of people that you have to make happy. It's hard. So, it could be, no joke, somebody like your hair reminds them of an ex-girlfriend. I know that sounds weird, but we've had that before.
Or your eyebrows are too perfect.
Eyebrows are too perfect. It's like something you can't control. You're like, what? I'm living these, mine, that's not for me. I have to start doing mine now that I don't have bangs, but whatever. But it's true. It's so true. It's like, don't take it. I heard that
before. That was something I heard.
Yes. I've heard the hair looks like my girlfriend. I'm like, oh my God. So you should go out and celebrate. Not out and celebrate with anyone, just in your backyard and dance and drink a glass of wine by yourself. Because it's COVID. Yeah. That's what Tara did on her birthday. She drank by herself. I did a drive-by, but very far apart. We were very far apart. But yeah, just know that it's good. And if the reason can be so silly, something is totally out of your control. So feel good about what you did. Now there's a lot of people hired as backups, just so you know. And I know that sometimes you hear that because we are telling you that because you don't have to come to set. But again, no hard feelings. It could be that you just didn't look like the family that we matched you up with. There was something a little bit off or whatever it is. But if we're putting choices forward, first, second, third, it's because we love all three of those. We never put someone forward and we're like, well, we try not to, that someone's like iffy about, because if that second or third gets booked, we don't want them to be like, we want them to feel great about the three choices. So yeah, don't feel bad about that. Yes, we can. Say happy birthday to Taryn.
Thank you. Thank you.
We love you, Taryn. Who loves Taryn? Give her tons of hearts. Whoop, whoop. Happy birthday to you. Guys, I wish you could all sing with me. Happy birthday to you. My kids, look at all those hearts.
Beautiful voice. Do you guys hear that?
You're so sweet. Yeah, her dad thinks so too. You guys are so kind. My other people don't. Scarlett said, I can't hear. Stop singing. The meanest kids. Here's Michael. Do you see a trend of more and more shoots filming outside of California due to high COVID rates?
Is that why?
I knew you were going to say that. I mean, we've had a ton more jobs outside of California, but Michael, you might have answered that for us. We didn't know why. Maybe that's a good call. That's a really good call, Michael. I don't know, but we still have a lot of shoots here, and we've had more SAG shoots than we've had in I can't even tell you how long. So I know there's a lot of people on here that are like, "What about SAG? What about SAG?" We've had a ton of SAG, so feel good about that. Ton of SAG and ton of non-union. Lots of jobs to go around. Yeah. Salt Lake City, Utah. Yes, I know. There's a Salt Lake City. We have a Salt Lake City. I hear they're also very busy in Salt Lake City, so maybe because it's close enough to LA. But good call, Michael. I don't know. Good call. Hi, Dina. Not a question. Just want to say you and Michael gave me my first acting gig. What? In LA 10 years ago. Let me see this. For the Super Scribble Nuts. Oh my God, Kyle, you were so young then, weren't trying to. Super Scribble Knots was like, I feel like I was, how old? 10 years ago? Let me guess. You had to be 16. I'm going to take a guess. Am I right? Are you 26 now, Kyle? Because that was like, that's, I feel like, how old that role was. But I'm so glad you're still hanging out with us. I love that. So as many of you know, my husband, Michael, is also a director. So we work together on projects when we can. He's the best director in the whole universe, and he fights for me, which is very sweet. So, but back in the day, I did all of his spots. Now he's doing features and different stuff. But back in the day, so we got to work together all the time, which was so fun. And so I know a lot of you growing up know both me and my husband, because I would cast it, and you would get to the set, and they'd be like, "Oh my God, that's your husband," which is so fun. We are celebrating 12 years married in a few weeks. And 15 years together. Guys, if you put in the hard work, it works. And
what a blessing.
What's that?
What a blessing.
Yeah, if you put in the hard work, guys. This morning I got a text where he said, "You are my sunshine." It works, guys. It's still, the fire is there. We're madly in love.
I give up.
We're madly in love. Very lucky. Let's see this one. Are y'all going to do any Zoom meetings? Oh, I knew I was going to get that, Samantha. I know we have to do it. I'm sure y'all are so busy. I know. We're going to do it. Taryn's going to lock it in after this. She's going to lock it in.
Yes.
We're going to do it next week. We were going to do it this week, and then Taryn's birthday, guys. I can't get her to stop partying. No, I'm just kidding. Fire yourself in there. Like, Taryn, we got to do that Zoom. Let's just blame it on Taryn. Can you suggest any good online classes in LA? Nolan is asking. Anybody out there, suggest anything. We don't really know of a lot of classes, so suggest anything, you guys. If a casting says no union affiliation, does that mean it's non-union? Sort of. It means it's no union. So it means that SAG people can audition and non-union. It's usually print. Print is no affiliation. Unless it's like, I think, a right to work state. Some states are a right to work, so anyone could audition. But no union affiliation usually means it doesn't matter. You could be SAG, non-union, and you can audition and book it, and there's no getting in trouble or anything like that. If you were SAG and doing a non-union thing, you wouldn't get in trouble because it's no union. Yeah, and usually that's just print. I hope that makes sense, Reggie.
Yes.
Yeah. Look at us. We caught up on all those. Look at that. We caught up, guys. Where are your questions? You still have 15 more minutes before I have to jump on a call. Next up, we're going to be casting some voters, guys. It's voting season. Voting season. What do you think? Everyone vote, please. Dear God. Killian's Workshop, Actors Life with Blythe. Blythe is amazing. We love Blythe. There's so many great shops out there, guys. Get it going. Sunny Bowling. There's great ones. Blythe actually, when we're cooking, would come into our studio, which was really fun, and she would teach out of our studio. Nate Holston, I think he's got something going on. There's some classes. UCB, we always say that. I think UCB and Groundlings have some online things right now. Do it. That's good too.
Those are very important. Lots of improv, guys.
Yes. As much improv as you can. We get so much improv. Mm-hmm. That's my cuckoo clock here at the beach house. It's strange, I know. I tried to move it, guys. Never move a cuckoo clock. I told you this last time, right? It breaks. If you move it, it stops working.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. I was so afraid because I looked that thing up and it was like hundreds of dollars. I was like, oh, great. I broke the grandparents' cuckoo clock. But I can't sleep with this thing. Like, boop, 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 boop. Taylor says, how do we find out about castings? LA Casting, get on that site. You don't have to even pay. I think to just see stuff, you could just sign up. You have to pay per submission. Yeah, look, I love everybody's giving everyone advice on all these great classes. There's lots of stuff to do. Also, just get out there, social media, be putting up, I want to see more of that. I feel like some of my comedians, you stop doing it. You need to do sketches and take this time to Do fun things. You know where I go now to see fun things? Is TikTok. Oof, I'm in love with TikTok. It's so funny. Like before we go to bed, my daughter's always like, "Can you turn on some TikTok?" And then usually I send Taryn a video because it's so funny. Yeah. But get your stuff out there, guys. We're watching that stuff. We too are like, you know, some days are slow still. So you know, I mean, social media is your best friend. We're gonna be stuck inside for another year, so do it. Social media, do it. Right? Taryn's like, don't say that. I know.
Please don't say that.
I'm sorry, guys. It's the reality. No. Taryn, drum roll. Taryn's going to answer this one. What stands out to you in an audition room? Because Taryn runs the room at CT.
I think I'm going to go with what you always say. Basically, when you do something that's like not on the paper, when you do something, when you add your own to the audition, which is what we always say, like bring yourself to it. That's what I like to say. If you've ever been in the room with me, I always say, especially on the second take, bring yourself to it. Let's see what you would do naturally instead of what's on the paper.
Mm-hmm.
That makes you stand out a lot.
Wait till you see Adams or Captain Crunch.
Yes.
It's so good. And I saw the final. It's going to be so much fun to post. I can't wait. I'm going to post today, too. We got so many commercials. I know you guys love seeing the commercial to the audition. I'm going to post this week. So today, I'll do it. But exactly what Taryn said. Taryn, do you only work with specific few agencies or everyone? The Jessica Cruz is asking. Everyone. We try to we're kind of crazy and we try to see as many people as we can. So if we get the right amount of time to prep, we've gone through 10,000 on a job. We're nuts. I used to wake up at 4 a.m. to do it. So we try to see as many people as we can. New agencies are great, especially now that the voiceovers is fantastic. Everybody's getting ISDN and Source Connect, and agencies that were never voiceover are now voiceover, which is awesome. We just hired 2 people on this Madden job we've never hired before through a voiceover job, which is awesome.
And also for the people that don't have an agent yet, we also, if you submit, we will call you in as well. We literally call everyone in.
We do. We try. We really do it. We're proud of that. Me and Taryn started out, as some of you know, Taryn was a gorgeous model. She's still a gorgeous model. And I used to act. And so we totally, and Taryn acted as well. I just did not model. I'm only 5'2".
Let's not even talk about it.
But we know what it's like. We know what it's like. That's why we wanted to start this Zoom, this every week, because we wanted to have a space for you guys to have a community. We were going to start a nonprofit, and we were like, you know what? Let's just use our Instagram Live to like connect with actors every week and be this Q&A and this source where they can come in and ask us things. We know how it feels to try to get in a door and not get in, or to get up in the morning and go out and audition and spend all this time getting ready and getting a parking ticket and waiting 2 hours in the room. We know that. So we also know what it's like to not have an agent. I came out from New York. T was out here when she jumped in from California. We both didn't have agents. And so like everybody, you start with nothing. But that's why we always post to actors as well. Because some of you are just getting here from New York and you're awesome, but you don't have an agent. Or, you know, some of you are just in transition. And I see a lot of you change agents and have nothing, like no agent for a minute. And I'm like, oh, call in this one. What is you know, because I know you or whatever. But yeah, we definitely will post to actors, and we always bring in public submissions on every job. So we try to do new faces. We're known as like new faces. We really want to always bring in new faces. Yeah. So don't get discouraged. This is a good one. How do you boost your confidence before auditions? That's a great one, Erica. How do you boost your confidence, T?
How do you boost your confidence? Like we always say, like, you know, get yourself in a good zone. Just whatever you gotta do, listen to music, get yourself in a good zone. Also, stay on your feet before the audition. Make sure you're not coming in there, you know, rusty. When you're at home, practice. Like Dina said, you can go through a magazine and say things out loud to yourself. Just stay on your feet and make sure you're in a good zone when you come in.
We fast a lot. We do a lot of exercise. So anything that's really good for your body. I can always tell if I'm in a good zone, if I've done a good, really good run or something. So that morning, if you know you've got a big callback, get up extra early and get exercise. Always makes you feel really good. Or, don't eat a heavy meal. Don't eat a big pasta when you got to walk in and then, you're like, oh God, I'm so tired. So I also say, listen, because that'll give you instant boost of energy. Mm-hmm. It's like you need that boost of energy. And then once you get in, adrenaline takes away and it's so much fun. Right. But yeah, that was a great question. Put on some really great music. I love listening to musicals. And Jay-Z, I'm quite obsessed with musicals and Jay-Z right now. Those are my two obsessions. So I always put them on. And so just put something on that makes you feel really good. That makes you, brings out the best of you, I think. Yeah. Don't ever put on like Ani DeFranco puts me in a really dark mood. I'm like, ugh, don't put on stuff that's going to make you dark. So positive stuff that's going to make you feel really good. But yeah, just get in a good zone. Don't call someone that's going to put you in a bad mood. The normal things. How are you guys doing? Do you feel like folks are being safe and respectful towards you in these new unique times? Hi, Lauren. Yes, we are so grateful and so thankful. You guys are doing great. You're all following DB Casting COVID guidelines coming into the office, right, T?
It ran like a machine, literally, every time. And thank you for everybody that's been following the instructions and waiting to get our instructions when you come in. Everybody's always not touching anything. Where do I stand? So thank you.
Yeah, you guys are killing it. I'm very impressed. The masks are on. You're just really good. I know sometimes it's your first time getting out into the world, so I can feel the anxiety, but you're working through it. Our actors are awesome. Our producers are great. Our agents are great. My producer right now on this job for Great Call just has a 2-day callback. What's really cool for actors is I feel like you're getting a lot more opportunity being able to self-tape. And then your callbacks are awesome because they're not all, we used to call them all backs because everyone's getting called back. Now they're trimming the lists because you can only see so many. So I feel like it's going to clean up a lot of the audition process. More opportunities up front. And when you get now that callback, it's going to be, a better feeling, I think. Mm-hmm. But I'm very impressed. I feel like everyone's doing such a great job. You're making me so proud. It's really good to be back in that office feeling. And we were really nervous. Me and Taryn were very, very scared, because of COVID. And we're really good. If we say, you know what, we don't feel comfortable, it's too many people on your list. Our clients have been great. They're like, okay, then let's just do everything Zoom. So it's been awesome. I have to check out now because I've got a call for a job, but I love you guys so much. I love you. Let's give a word of advice. Let's give some advice before we go.
Selfish. I know I said that in the beginning, but I'm going to say it again. Stay selfish with yourself and really focus on what it is you want to do.
I love that. And stay really to go off with your focus, I'm going to go with that. I really love that, T. And I think focus on yourself. You know what's going to mess you up through the week and you know what's going to make you feel good. And it's really easy to get messed up during the quarantine. Don't get messed up. And if you do, just restart and don't kill yourself for it. But just get in a good zone and just, feel grateful for what you got. If you got a job coming in, if you got these auditions, just feel good about it and let it go. Once you audition, just let it go. Stay safe. Stay inside. It's so scary out there. No barbecues. You're going to get your electricity turned off.